Hello and welcome to this edition of English News. I'm Kate Mary. Quick look at the headlines first. ICM chairman says guidelines of Ministry of Textiles will give state weavers problems. Now the news in detail. President of Manipur State Cooperative Union and also chairman of Institute of Cooperative Management, ICM, L. Tompishak, has expressed apprehension that the guidelines laid down by the Ministry of Textiles will make the weaver women of Manipur suffer. He said this during a discussion of the cooperative union held at the Rupmahal Theatre today. Vice President of Manipur State Cooperative Union, S. Chautombi, Joint Registrar T.H. Manau, and many board members of the cooperative union attended the discussion as special guests. A number of women weavers from different parts of the state also attended the discussion. Chairman Tompishak further said that the criteria laid down by the Ministry of Textiles for the weavers will surely give a lot of trouble to the women weavers of Manipur who live a simple life by earning a little income out of weaving. As per the criteria, there are certain strict rules for giving grant and subsidy. Besides, it is also instructed that while purchasing the yarns, the weavers must purchase them from the NHDC. But only the clusters and the apex bodies can buy the yarns from the NHDC. According to the criteria, even if the weavers have to buy the yarns from the market, they have to produce relevant documents. All these need to be relaxed in the interest of the poor women weavers of the state, Chairman Tompishak said. He continued to say that selection of the first and second phase for the revival package has completed already. As the third phase, a lot of errors in the form submitted by about 1,000 persons were found, necessitating delay in the process. He appealed to the government of Manipur to make arrangement for the weavers of Manipur so that they could submit forms applying for market incentive to the government of India. He also appealed to the Ministry of Textiles to review the guidelines in consideration of the problems faced by the primary women's societies.
First phase, second phase, and third phase, third phase, state government ki director of commerce industry na timoi third phase di lem da bi ai adubu ai koina walhori ba around district ma paris da 1000 beneficiary rom lewi mi lisingam swai di lisingam rom lewi swai di lisingam rom se masi maroi na koi gi ngaudra ba kada moi na koi gi ngaudri maram se koi gi audit to matam da koi khara aran ba hoi ba koi some mistake khara lei ba mistake sing du hojimai sel to polo jere adu sel to polo sing je akoi amuhanna resubmit to ba yana ba Manipur Sarkar ki loisanga moiriba hoye director commerce industry na Ministry of Textile government of India da amona submit ki thabiduna aikoi ni submit walhoriba society upum se si kana ba phangna bi namak da ri submit to bi han bi hai bopum se aina amona Manipur Sarkar ki director of commerce industry ki makha lai aba koi chetan ki bi anu da director commerce industry da aikoi na masi androina na koi masi pari ba bi ka honorable minister da aikoi hajaba loina na honorable minister da aikoi masi hajaba na koi miam na ngasim koi wari basi positing si mai koi lo ba na lem da.
About 8 shops at Nauremthong Bazaar in Imphal West district have been completely reduced to ashes by huge fire that broke out around 2 a.m. today. The destroyed shops included vehicle workshop, hotel, fish stall and other shops that sell miscellaneous items. It is not yet known how the fire started. Fire service personnel reportedly rushed to the spot and doused the fire before it could spread to many other shops. An organization called Meitei Kanbalub has been formed under the Meitei National Front Kanglei Park. Khangembam Ningthem Zhao Meitei has been appointed the president of the loop, informed a press release issued by the Meitei National Front Mayai Loshang. Here is a short commercial break. An award distribution ceremony for the meritorious students was held at Hotel Tamfa at North AOC today. The ceremony was organized by Kaisham Shagai Foundation Manipur. Those who spoke at the function maintained that the awards were given to encourage the students. Later, awards were distributed to many students. Teaching and non-teaching staff and students of Thambalkhong Junior High School have expressed happiness over the conferring of Dr. Ambedkar National Award on the assistant Hindi graduate teacher of the school, T.H. Renu Devi, wife of Oinam Jugindro, residing at Chingamakha Chanampukri Mapal by the Dalit Sahitya Academy, Assam State Committee recently. The two-day second Youth Leadership Training Program 2014 held at the Conference Hall of Anthropology Department, Manipur University has concluded today. The program was organized by Club 25 International in association with Manipur University. Students from different schools took part in the training. During the training, experts lectured on the roles of youth in building a society and what qualities a youth should possess. Interaction program of the youths with experts was also held. Talking to media persons, convener of the training program, Kangmujam Karnajit, explained why the training program was organized.
Youth sing asida matokram leadership qualities si hengana tungda matokram na to future ki leader mo orka ke have the different area sing the different speaker kya amana resource person kya amana ngang singa maru interaction tongna bani maru topic sing the electricity first aid the meditation the traffic system police of Manipur different topic hirang kya sta pena experts sing asi kauraga makui maruna direct face to face interaction ni maruna masi pangtho si mangeba pagi MN object haraga di angang sing leadership quality ji hengana bani angang mogi potential sing utilize tawraga patogrona angang sing tongi matogrona leader mo orkadagi habigi pandamda club 25 international Manipur so to da noraga hai basi department si anthropology department conference halls da koi minini sumna pangtuk jaga.
And now moving on to some national and international news. The first round of bilateral talks between India and China after the Narendra Modi government took charge began on Sunday with the Chinese Foreign Minister calling upon Union External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj in New Delhi. Several outstanding issues including the boundary issue, stapled visas as well as India's support to Tibetan refugees and the Dalai Lama are on agenda for the talks. The two leaders are also likely to discuss trade between the two countries. The Chinese Foreign Minister will meet Prime Minister Modi as well as President Pranab Mukherjee on Monday. This is the first contact between the two governments after the Indian general election, while Chinese Premier Li Keqiang has already spoken to Modi over phone soon after he was sworn in. 73 Indian fishermen have been arrested in Sri Lanka for allegedly poaching into the country's waters, the Navy said today, days after it released 33 fishermen from the country. Navy spokesperson Kosala Varanakula Surya said that 41 Indian fishermen were arrested off the coast of Talai Manar in the north, while another 32 fishermen were arrested off the Deft Islands yesterday. 15 fishing vessels have also been confiscated. Innovative methods like transfer of funds through the RTGS banking system and concealment of currency votes inside car bonnets were detected by Election Commission as it took steps to curb the use of black money during the just concluded Lok Sabha polls. The poll panel's election expenditure monitoring wing, under its Director General Expenditure P.K. Dash, seized total cash of rupees 313 crore and 2. Telugu Desam Party Chief Chandrababu Naidu, who led his party to a thumping victory in the assembly elections, is all set to take oath as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh along with his ministers in a grand function today evening. While the swearing in of his Telangana counterpart was a small affair, TDP workers are making sure that no stone is unturned to welcome Naidu to the state's helm after a long gap. After sweeping the assembly polls in Andhra, an elated Naidu has said, "I am very happy and this is a moment we have been waiting for." 4 people have been detained by the police in connection with the murder of BJP leader Vijay Pandit. They are being questioned right now. Mr. Pandit, 37, was shot dead allegedly by 4 unidentified persons in Dadri area on Saturday night, after which a mob set ablaze 16 vehicles near a police station in protest. The assailants came on 2 motorcycles and held a pistol at Mr. Pandit's temple and mouth and shot him dead when he was returning home from his brother's shop at Brahimpur at around 8:30 p.m., police sources said. Thereafter, they fired several rounds and one bullet hit the victims, chased two. Mr. Pandit, a former district BJP vice president, fell down bleeding. The assailants then fired in the air to scare away the people in the area and fled, abandoning one motorcycle. The villagers and BJP workers, after hearing about the incident, reached the site and a mob set ablaze around 16 vehicles near Dadri Kotwali on GT Road. They also pelted stones at the buses and other vehicles, and police fired some shots in the air to control the mob which attacked the police team, the sources said. Former Army Chief Abdul Fattah al-Sisi has been sworn in as Egypt's new president after winning elections in May by a landslide. Security forces were deployed at key locations around the capital Cairo ahead of the ceremony at the Supreme Constitutional Court. The retired Field Marshal overthrew President Mohamed Morsi last July. He has since been pursuing a crackdown on Mr. Morsi's Muslim Brotherhood, which urged a boycott of the elections. Mr. Sisi, 59, secured 96.9% of the vote, and his sole challenger, left-winger Hamdin Sabahi, received only 3.1% according to the official results. Rio de Janeiro Mayor Eduardo Paes has said that the Brazilian city will not be able to clean the polluted bay where Olympic sailing competitions will be held before the 2016 Games. Brazil had made a commitment to reduce the pollution in the Guanabara Bay by 80%, but Mr. Paes admitted that the target would not be made. He regretted the missed opportunity but told that the pollution didn't pose a risk to the health of athletes. Olympic sailors who visited Rio de Janeiro recently described the bay as an open sewer. Many in the city were skeptical from the beginning after decades of broken promises to have the bay cleaned. Greater Rio has a population of some 10 million people, and millions of liters of untreated sewage are dumped in the bay every day. Most people avoid bathing from the beautiful, albeit polluted beaches inside the bay. And he insisted that Brazilians and Cariocas, natives of Rio de Janeiro, will derive an important legacy both from the World Cup, which begins on Thursday, and the Olympics. And to wrap up the headlines once again, ICM chairman says guidelines of Ministry of Textiles will give state weavers problems. Well, that's it for the moment. Stay tuned and keep watching.